tai poseketa.
Kalos.
All right. Okay, so let's go down here. All right. Can you see the screen here? Can you see
It's not processing. Like the words aren't up yet. That makes sense. Mouse, mouse, mouse. This is hard to do backwards. Okay.
Can you see this now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. All right. I can't remember whether we got all the way through number 5 or not. Did we get all the way through number 5?
Is that big enough?
No, yeah.
Almost.
Is that big enough, you guys?
That's good.
Awesome. I cut your turn that light off.
Yeah.
That good with y'all?
Yep.
Oh, that didn't do it.
I think we got far as alote e le potato en tuthen. Right here. Emoi kindunon homegastos. I think we got that far, didn't we?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Kalista. Ara mether menua parakalo Melanie tuton ton logon apo e pros homegastos.
Okay. Okay. So if the rule or the monarchy.
Very good. Hey, Turanis, Kalista.
Wishes.
Kalista. And wishes, note this is in the future. Will wish, okay?
Okay. If the monarchy will wish to go up to his daughter.
Kalista.
With this one having completed.
Having died, right?
Of her now. Whose son.
Now whose son? Very good. Through me, very good.
But what other thing that is left?
Is left, very good.
Is left for me.
Kalista.
Like the greatest of dangers.
Then, okay. Then this is the this is the particle. Then, ho megastos kinduno, the biggest of dangers. Very good. Ala tu men aspalus henaka emoide, tuton telutan ton paeda, de mentoi ton tina astuageos autu phonea genestai, kai me ton emon. Ara ekete erotemata, peritu logu?
Could we go through the note there?
Yeah, of course. To asphalus, okay? To asphalus, asphalus and asphalus, to arthron kai to epitheton, okay? So here's to arthron, right? The article, and here's the epitheton, asphalus. Homoion, toi onomata he asphalea esta, right? So does that make any sense to you? So what we can do in what we often do in English is that we can actually create nominals, we can create nouns out of adjectives. In fact, we do it all the time, right? The good, okay? And so, but even though when we have nouns that will serve that same purpose, and so here you have, there is this noun, he asphalea, which means security, okay? And but Herodotus has used an article and an epitheton to do the same thing, okay? To do this, to express the same thing.
Okay. Okay.
Ara gignoskata? All right. Okay, kalos. Kai Abby, mether menua paracolo, tu tonton logon.
Okay. Is that because or but?
Well, Allah, but,
But then but then if falling.
Okay, so I want you to go just by, let's just go word by word. Allah, but, heneka two men asphalus.
Okay, so Heneka is that's on account of, right?
On account of,
But on account of the fall.
Well, it's not the fall, but it's the opposite of a fall, right?
The rise.
Okay, wait, come down here, asphales.
Oh.
Not likely to slip or fall, okay. So we would say security, safety.
Okay. So, but on the security of me.
Okay, well, on account of security, okay, on account of security, for me, yeah, okay. And we would say, for my own sake, right?
Okay. So, on account of security for my own sake, this child accomplishes.
Okay, so it is necessary, it is necessary. For tu ton paida.
For this child.
Tel yutan.
To finish, to complete?
Yeah, but what would that mean? We just saw that same expression up here. Tu tel yute santos.
To die?
To die, yes. He says, on account of my own security, or security for me, it's necessary for this child to die. Right? Why? Why does he say that? Diate lege.
On account of us, would then go to what Astyges?
Yes, very much so. Astyages has told him to kill the baby, right?
Right.
If he doesn't kill the baby, he's in big trouble.
Right.
Okay.
What Astyges Phronea is.
Okay, but all right. So heneka tu men asphalus emoi, on account of my own safety or safety for me, de tuton tel yutan ton paid, it is necessary for this child to die. De, it is necessary mentoi, therefore, as a consequence, tina is necessary for tina.
What?
For someone.
For someone.
Okay.
Necessary.
Tone.
Of Astyges.
Of those.
Of those of Astyges.
Of Astyages himself.
Okay. I'm not really understanding that.
Okay. Well, all right. So he's saying Astyages has told me that I have to kill the child. Well, it's necessary. I don't want to do that. I mean, I don't want to do it for the reasons we've just talked about it, even though that the child still has to die. So it's necessary for someone of those of Astyages. In other words, someone from Astyages' family has to do this. All right?
Okay.
And look this astuagios autu of Astyages himself. It's necessary for someone of these of Astyages himself, genezthai phonea,
Genesi.
From gignoma.
So,
Gignomai, gignomai.
to become
To become the phonea.
the murderer
The murderer, yeah.
and
Kalos.
of
And may and not
not the murder
of those emon. Okay, so this is a contrast. Ton astue ageos, ton emon.
not of me.
Of mine.
Okay.
Okay, someone of mine, someone of my family.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so go through that again.
Okay. So, but on account of safety,
Very good.
it is necessary for me to kill the child.
Oh, not for me to do it. Remember, it is necessary for ton
Child to die.
ton faida to die. Kalos tel yutan.
It is necessary for someone
Excellent.
of those of Styges
Jais is himself.
to become
Mm-hmm.
the murderer and
Very
not
good.
mine.
And not of mine. Very good. Kalasta. Ala ekete erotemata. Kalos. Amy, take us all the way from A to Emon.
Okay. Oh, the end. Okay. So, if the monarchy will, like, go down,
Or go ana.
go up.
Well,
if the monarchy will go up or, like, be passed to this daughter,
This daughter. Very good.
like, with this one having died,
Kalasta.
then now it's like now the son will die.
Well, what's the subject?
The subject
Mm-hmm.
is it's like second person.
Not second. A ktene.
So he
He
kills the son for me.
Haste. Okay. Who's the haste?
Her.
Very good. Of his daughter.
Of his daughter.
Whose son now he kills de emu.
Like through
me. Very good.
He now kills through me. Something great danger.
Okay. Alo te.
I skipped to the word. Alo means.
It's not Allah. It's not from Allah, but it's alo.
But.
No, it's not that. It's from alos. Alos.
Like a different.
Ale.
A different.
Alo. Something else, right?
else. Oh, on account of something else. Or no, I skipped ahead again.
Mhm.
So something else.
Okay.
I-
What else? Lepetai.
It like leaves or stops.
Okay. All right. What's the voice? Tis este hephone.
Voice. It's middle passive.
It's passive.
Okay.
Lepo se mine. I leave. Tis se
Okay.
mine lepetai.
So is left behind.
Is left. What else is left? Okay.
What else is left for me
Then
than such a great, like
the greatest
the greatest
of,
danger.
of dangers. Very good.
Okay, but
Mhm.
on account of
Mhm.
it, like my personal safety,
On account of the safety for me. Very good.
it is necessary for the child to die,
Very good. This child to die. Kalasta.
and it is necessary for like whatever Vastuages,
Not whatever, but tina.
something,
Not something. That would be ti.
someone
Someone
of Vastuages
of those of Astuagios himself.
to become like the murderer
The murderer.
and not of mine.
Of mine. Kalasta. Kalasta. Justin, your turn. Apo e pros emon.
All right.
The rest of you follow along now.
If the rule will wish have with this one having died,
Kalos.
go up,
Mhm.
go up to this daughter,
Very good.
whose son
Uh-huh.
now kills through me.
Well, the son is not kills, but whose son
Son he kills.
he kills.
Through me.
Kalasta.
What else is left for me is from here on and greatest of dangers.
Very good. Excellent. Kalasta.
But on account of my safety, it is necessary for this child to die.
Kalasta.
Therefore, it is necessary for someone of those of Astyages himself
Very good.
to become the murderer,
Kalasta.
not of my own.
And not of my own. Kalasta. Ara ekete erotemata. Chris, one more time.
Right. If the rule or the ruling, right? Let's see. Wishes to let's see. To like go. I'm sorry. If the rule wishes to go up to this daughter.
Is it genitive absolute?
Okay. While do you mind if I start over? I keep losing my voice. I'm gonna start over.
Sure.
So if the rule wishes to go continue up into this daughter by this killing. Is that right?
With this one, tell you te santos, with this one having died.
Okay. Let's see. And now.
Get this haste.
Whose is that? Whose?
Whose?
Who's now this son?
Uh-huh.
Is killed through me.
Not it is killed.
Or kills.
Not kills.
He kills.
He kills. Right. He kills. Astuages.
But if.
Did you get D emu?
Oh, from me, right?
Through me.
Kills through me. But.
Not but.
If or other.
Other.
Other. If other.
What other?
Okay, gotcha. What other thing is left for me?
Very good.
The greatest of dangers, right?
And the greatest of dangers. Very good. Ho megastos kendunon. To entuthen in these circumstances.
Okay. So and then but on account of security of myself.
For me.
For me. It is necessary for the child to die.
For this child to die. Kalasta.
It is necessary for someone of Astuages.
Of those of
Astuages himself. To become the murderer.
Kalasta.
And not from myself. Or
of mine. Of mine. Tonemon.
Right. Okay.
Kalasta. All right. Very good. Ara ekete erotemata. All right, let's have a look at our next one. Okay, pantes legete in tutoi toi anagnosmata. Kalasta. Harpagos. Pempe angelon. Ho mitradate lege. Hota ho basilius. Autoi. Intellitai. Ton tes mandanes paida. Apoktenen. Kai harpagos ho oikeos. Tu basileos. To pragma ep opsatai. Ara ekete erotemata peri tu logu. Kalos. Adrian. Arabule ton logon mether menuane.
Translate the instructions or the.
This right here. Apo en pros ep opsatai.
So the green text. Okay. The Tempe Angelon to send the messenger.
Who's sending the messenger?
Harpagos.
Harpagos, Pempe. He sends a messenger. And tutoi toi anagnosmata tisemane.
In this passage.
In this anagnosmata, in this reading. Here's our anagnosma.
So in this reading,
Uh-huh.
messenger, o mitradate, lege, orders.
Ho, who, lege Mithradate.
So the messenger orders Mithridates.
Not orders, that is keleuo.
Tells messenger.
Tells Mithridates.
That the king. Intellitai, is that coming from Tello?
Tello, yeah, this is the word, tuto, torema, homoion, esta, keleuo.
Order.
Yeah, he says that Hobasilius, that the king Entellitai orders autoi.
Himself.
Not himself, that would be he autoi. Him, just him. Ton paida tes mandanes apoktene.
To kill the child of Mandane.
Kalasta. Kai harpagos.
And chaos of his house.
Of his house, that means belonging to his household. Ho harpagos.
Harpagus.
The one who is a member of the household to Basileos.
Of the king. Pragma is the work.
Ephopsatai. Harpagos. Ephopsatai. Apo epa kai horao.
To see?
Yeah, to oversee. Kalos. Okay, so go through it again.
In this reading, Harpagus is a messenger. Who tells Mithridates that the king orders him to kill the child of Mandane.
Very good. And that Harpagos.
And that he sees the work of.
Well, and that Harpagos, who is Harpagos? He is hoorkeos to Basileos.
The house of,
the one belonging to the household of the king, that he will ephopsatai.
He'll see.
He will oversee to pragma.
That is a work job.
The job. Kalasta. One more time.
In this reading, Harpagus sends a messenger. Tells Mithridates that the king ordered, and what would be has ordered.
This is a really important thing about indirect statements, okay? Indirect statements, this is in the present tense, right? Indirect statements will retain the same tense that it has in the original. if it follows a verb in the primary tenses. Okay, this is very much different than English. English will shift a tense in indirect discourse, but in Greek it just keeps it in the secondary sequence. That is after a verb that is the imperfect or perfect or aorist. Then we can shift that original tense and mood into the optative. Okay.
Can you give an example of that in English? How it does shift?
Yeah. So, for example, he sends the messenger who says, okay, that the king. Now we would say ordered him to do this, because this event right here, ho basileus auto, it is actually takes place prior to it. But in Greek, we just repeat the sentence as it is, okay? And the sentence is ho basileus in teletai soi, the king orders you, ton tes mandanes paida apoctening, to kill the son of Mandane. That's the direct speech. And we just put that directly into our indirect discourse. But what we have to do is we have to change it from the second person to the third person, right?
Okay.
We'll have other examples of this as time goes on.
So, so he tells he tells Mithridates, king orders him to kill the child of Mandane.
Very good. And
that the king will oversee the work of...
No. Hopargos.
So Harpagus... Harpagus seeing that, right? It's the king that is...
Yeah.
Okay.
Harpagus, who is Harpagus? So he's the ho oikeos to Basileos.
The household of the...
A family member of the king, that he will epopsetai to pragma.
So, is it Harpagus seeing, or is it the king seeing? Or seeing?
Well, here's the subject is Harpagus, right?
Okay. So,
Harpagus is in the nominative case. To Basileos is in the genitive case.
so it's the household of the king.
Yeah, well, okay, wait. So Harpagos, okay. Remember noun phrases. When we have, for example, a definite article like ho, right? And then we have a noun like Harpagos. Harpagos, okay. Anything that comes in here is an attribute, right? Everybody with me on that?
Are you writing on the board?
What's that?
Up on our screen.
Oh, okay. Is it working yet? Is it? Maybe we've got it.
So what are you wanting to circle?
Okay, so here we go. So can you see this? Ho? Can you see anything?
Yeah.
Ho Harpagos? Can you see that?
No.
All right, well, imagine a definite article, ho Harpagos, right? Anything that comes in between the ho and Harpagos is an adjective, right? It modifies it. And we call that an attributive thing. Anything outside of that would be a predicate, okay? So this ho oikeos, Harpagos, is the same thing as Harpagos ho oikeos is the same thing as ho oikeos Harpagos, right? The household, member of the household of the king Harpagos. Okay? So ho is Harpagos, okay? And oikeos modifies Harpagos.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Let's come down here and let's get started on this next part here. Ara ekete erotemata peri tu anagnosmatos.
I did have a question.
Uh-huh.
Regarding the, let's see, I was working through the first sentence and the couple of notes about on epistatonomos.
Mm-hmm.
I was just kind of having a little bit of confusion about, because that nomos word sometimes confuses me, like sometimes it's different things, or I'm just kind of lost on that part.
Okay, all right, so here we go. All right, here's the noun nome, right?
Okay.
Hey, nome. And we've also had the word ho nomos, right? And we've had the word ho nomos. Okay, so these are three different words, right? He nome is approximately equal to ho nomos. Okay? It is not the same as ho nomos. And all of these are related to the verb nemeo, right? Tisemane nemeo.
Is that to bring forth?
No, it's to pasture, right? Okay. It also means to allocate,
Right.
to parcel out, okay? And so from this comes the concept of ho nomos, which we translate as law or convention.
Okay.
But ho nomos, okay, that goes back to the original sense or the basic sense of pasturing. So ho nomos is pasturage, a place where one pastures one's livestock.
Professor Morel, where's the accent in ho nomos? Is it on the first omicron or second?
Okay, that's the difference. Ho nomos, okay, accent on the first syllable is law or convention.
Okay.
Ho nomos, accent on the second syllable is pasturage, or a field where one pastures one's animals.
Okay.
Are they spelled the same but with different accents?
Exactly the same, different accents. Here's another one. Ho bios, right? Ho bios. Tisemane ho bios.
Life.
Life. And then we have ho bios. Tisemane ho bios.
It's like a cow.
Yeah, is it
No,
related?
that's boos. That's boos. Okay. Ho bios is a bow, as in a bow and arrow. Okay, so it's important to, those accents mean something, okay? All right, so the note says, here, let's go down to the note. The note says, here's our note, nomas tutoto onoma, homoion este toi nomus. Okay? It is the equivalent, so nomas is accusative plural. It's the equivalent of nomus, the accusative plural of noma, nomos, right? Idita tuto entoi deuteroi e costoi anagnosmata, ameras de genomenes, ho apollon epe nomon eothen. Oh, we haven't. Oh, that's interesting. We haven't had this. This is a different. This is a different thing. Oh well.
Really funny.
I'm so sorry about that. So you haven't had this. That's right. Okay. All right. My mistake. My mistake. I'm so sorry. Okay.
Read that.
All right. Ala erotemata?
So if that's pasture one?
That's a place to pasture one's cows.
Okay. And then the verb epistato?
This is from
Dan?
This is from epistemai. It means whom, okay, whom he knew, okay, whom he knew, nemonta, pastures, his flocks, or pastures, his flocks, nomas, in pasturages, okay. The pasturages, deotatas, the most suitable. Okay, so whom he knows, pastures, the most suitable places to pasture animals.
Gotcha. The reason I think I was confused was I was thinking, I wasn't relating it to the subject, so I was getting confused, like who they were describing and stuff like that. So when the nominative of like he knew, it's still talking about Harpagus at that point.
Okay, so exactly. He, epistato, the subject of this is Harpagos.
Right, it's not even.
Right. Hon, the direct object, the person that he knows, is the bukolos. The bukolos.
Okay, I got that. That makes a lot of sense.
Okay. Carlos, all right. Well, let's just do this first sentence then, okay? Here we go. Epa tauta, everybody. Epa.
Epa.
Anglique.
Okay. He spoke.
He spoke. Tauta.
This.
These things. Okay. These things. Kai autica angelon epempa.
And it immediately sent a messenger?
Very good. Epiton bukulon ton astuagus. To the, and remember we understand here, epa oikeas, right? Epi oikus, to the households of the cowherds of Astuages, whom epistato,
he
knew that he nemonta, pastures, the nomas epitedeotatas,
the most suitable pastures.
The most suitable pastures, kai ore,
and
mountains that are theriodestata.
Is that like strongest?
Not strong, but and the basic thing is this ther. Okay? It is most, so there's a superlative, most, and it refers to ore, the ore that are most.
High?
No. Oda means filled with ther. Tisemane ther. It's a vocabulary word down here. Let's come down here. Ther, hother, to theros.
The most, like...
Wild? The wildest?
Well, okay, well, it's ther is what? It's a beast of prey. Okay, so this area is the theriodestata.
Like the widest, or like the most filled with animals?
Yeah, the most filled with not just animals, but with...
Wild animals.
Well, not just wild animals. You know, a rabbit is a wild animal. It's filled with... What kind of animals?
Yes.
Animals that eat babies.
Oh, okay.
Okay? All right. Beasts of prey. Animals that eat babies. All right. Kalasa. All right, we're out of time today. Karastopoli, thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow at the regular time.
Sounds good.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Professor Burrell? Oh, are you there? Hello?
I'm here.
Oh,
I'm here.
great. So does Henry do your Thursdays, or is Thursday the day that you need to?
Yes. No, Henry can do Thursdays.
Okay, good to know. All right, well, I'll
Very
settle.
good. Thank you. See you all. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks again.